Hi, first I'd like to introduce myself. My name is April. I'm an Army, of course. That's why I'm recording this video. I'm from Alabama, if you can't tell by the accent. I'm 49, so I'm not a baby Army. Well, I guess I could be considered a baby Army. I mean, I didn't become an Army until I was 2018, but that's beside the point. I wanted to do this video because I watched Festa yesterday, and I was bawling. Probably like most of Army, I was bawling. And the reasons for that were not because of the news that they were taking a break or whatever you want to call it. I mean, people were saying hiatus, break, whatever it is. It wasn't that. It was being an Army, seeing them not be happy in what they are doing or maybe struggling. Broke my heart. To understand me, to know how I became Army, I have a disabled sister. She is in a hospital bed in my house and had a brain aneurysm at a pretty young age. She's in her 30s. And so she's watches a lot of TV because she's always in her room, and she really can't get out much because she's paralyzed on the left side. Like, she can walk a little with help. Her arm's completely paralyzed. But anyway, she watches a lot of K-dramas and K-pop. And I'm a music lover. I love music. I listen to every kind of genre or type of music that you could listen to. I listen to jazz. I listen to classical. I love Ella Fitzgerald. I love Mozart. I love the Beatles. I love Bruno Mars. I love Eminem. Like, you name a genre, I probably love it. I love Black Sabbath. I mean, I love music. And they know this, and they know me pretty well because that's my sister and my nieces. They love K-pop as well. And they told me that I need to listen to this group called BTS. Well, I was like, I don't know about that. Like, I'm not sure I'd like that. Now, I've listened to foreign music. I've listened to Indian music. I've listened, and it was okay. It really wasn't my style. I love Selena. I love Spanish music. Anything with that Spanish flair, I love it too. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna give it a chance. Like, they really said I gotta listen to this group called BTS, and I was like, okay, let me listen to them. This is in 2018, and I'm like, okay, what should I watch? Well, the first video that pops up is We Are Bulletproof Part 2. Okay, I watch it. I'm like, oh, these guys are amazing dancers. The music is amazing, and the dancing is fantastic, and the flips, and I was impressed. I was impressed. But I still wouldn't, like, snatched. I guess you could say. Didn't make me Army at that point. So I look up some more music because I'm like, that was pretty good. I would want to listen to some more of this. So I go and I listen to Serendipity. The song that changed my life, like changed who I am, what I love. It changed me more than you could even possibly know. I heard the song and I watched it with the lyrics because, of course, I don't speak Korean, even though I'm trying to learn now. Duolingo. But anyway, well, let's not promote anything, I guess. But I'm trying to learn Korean now because of BTS. But anyway, I watched Serendipity. This man's voice, it said BTS, And it was a single member. And I remember seeing him, and I thought, he looks totally different than he did in We Are Bulletproof Part 2. But man, this man's voice, it's something I've never heard before. And so I was amazed, but not only by the voice, it was the lyrics. I read the lyrics and I was like, who wrote this? Who wrote this song? It is beautiful. It's amazing. And so I go and I watch, or I go back and I look up who wrote Serendipity. And there's a video of this guy named RM. And I'm like, and supposedly he's the leader of this group. Okay, so I'm like, the leader? Like, in bands here, you know, I mean, they really don't have leaders, I guess. I mean, there's probably lead vocalists and people that probably started the band, but they really don't call them the leaders. And I thought, is this a K-pop thing? I don't know. But anyway, so I watch it, and I go to watch about this guy. I look up RM. And there's these other music videos, and there's Joke. Oh God, I watched Joke too, but that's beside the point. That's not how I found out. So I found out that RM wrote this, and I thought, well, I gotta check out some more of their music, because this is amazing. And the words were like poetry. Like, I can't describe how much that song moved me and how much that voice touched me. Like, it was like hearing an angel sing. Okay, so I thought, I've got to go listen to more of this, because if this is how good they are, then I need to hear more. So I go and I watch, what was it? I believe the next video I watched was, after Serendipity, was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And I watched the lyrics for it, and I thought, God, this is deep. This is really deep. And I was floored. I was floored. Like, I couldn't describe how much I love that. So I'm like, I gotta find out more about these guys. So I go and shout out to X Celeste. I go watch her video about who Bangtan are. Okay, who BTS is. And when I watched that video, I'm like, these guys came from nothing. They came from nothing. Like a bankrupt company that's nearly bankrupt almost, trying to get this group of some of the most talented guys I've ever seen in the music industry. And to say that the journey that took me on was, I don't know how to describe it. It was like I took a journey into BTS. And after I took that journey, I was Army. I was Army. Like, I listened to everything. I downloaded, I went to Spotify, I downloaded every piece of music. I went to SoundCloud and downloaded every cover, every mixtape. Pretty much BTS became my life. Like, I had to hear everything. And there was so much content. And then I watched their Run BTS episodes and Bon Voyage and everything you could think of that involved them. I almost became obsessed. I probably am obsessed, let's be honest. Because not only were these guys multiply talented, like just in different ways. You've got RM, who's just freaking a genius. And one of the best lyricists I've ever heard. And then you've got Sugar, probably the best producer in the industry, in my opinion. And then you've got J-Hope, who, come on, the guy, he could dance any which way you want him to dance. And to come from not even knowing how to rap to rapping the way he does is amazing. And Jen being wanting to be an actor, like, it's like, really? Really? This is how much hard work and time they must have put into this. And then you've got Jungkook, who's probably one of the most talented vocalists in the world. V as well. Like, V learned to dance like a pro, and also is that sound of his voice is one of the best R&B sounding voice you could ever. I like his and the range this man has. The range. And Jimin, God, there's no voice like his. There's no voice like his. I don't care what anyone says. You are not going to find another voice like that. His voice is amazing. And the way he dances, because I love contemporary dance, and the way he does that and mixes it with hip-hop too. And oh my gosh, this man is my bias. That's why Jimin is my bias. But that's beside the point. I love them all equally. Jimin may be a slight favorite, but they're all beautiful. And anyway, so I watch all this and I'm all into this. And then I watched Festa yesterday. I had tickets to a concert in Atlanta. It got canceled. I was brokenhearted because I had been waiting to see them for so long. And I held on to that ticket for a year because I was determined to see them live. Because I'm like, I've got to see them live. And I never got to. And then they came to Las Vegas, and I had money at that time, and I was going to go. But then my future son-in-law was graduating in Arizona from his AIT training. He's in the reserves. And so I was like, I have to go there. Even though I would have loved to see BTS, family does come first. And I'm sure they would say the same. Okay. So anyway, and then I watched Festa, and I was so brokenhearted. And it wasn't because they aren't performing as a group. It was because I was so upset that they weren't being able to, they may have felt stifled. I'm not saying that's what they said. I mean, you heard what RM said, and I believe every word he says because I'm an Army, and I don't believe any outside sources. I believe what he said. I believe that their creative flow maybe was being stifled because they weren't able to be their individual selves, and maybe they need that time apart to just step back and look at how things were going. And I understood that. Do I want to see all of them together? Yes. Will I support each individual one? 100% yes. If any one of them come out, J-Hope's coming out with his, and you bet I'll have that album. And whenever any other one comes out, you bet I'm going to have that album. And I want people to know, all those media and all those people that are trying to break them down because they're jealous, you know they are. They just praying for the day that BTS breaks up. That's what they want. Why? Because these guys are special. There's been nothing like them, and I know they hate to be compared to them, but there's been nothing like them since the Beatles. And I love the Beatles too, so, but anyway, there's been nothing like them. They are a phenomenon, a reset to music industry. They are something that's been begging to come to the forefront of the music industry. They have artistry, they have lyricism, they have production, they have vocal ability, they have rapping ability. They are the whole package. And to say that the music industry is jealous of them, well, that's an understatement. Like, you see what the Grammys done to them. You see that they invite them because they know that we'll watch, because we are going to support our boys. And they know that that'll get them viewers. But they don't want to acknowledge them because they're scared. They're scared that if they acknowledge them, that they can't compete. Because they can't. They can't compete. And I'm sorry, as an Army, that's what I feel. But I don't want them ever to feel like they have to push something out for me or make